and do exercises and drills, but it's games that get him better all the time, you know, and he's playing, it's worked, you know, 20, 30 training sessions, one game playing next to Robbie, and he's in between, you know, Kells and Trace at times as well, but, you know, he was a man there tonight, he's becoming that proper centre half now. But, like, Killian's very young, he's not, I don't think he's 21 till September, October, you know, I know maybe he's 22, is it? Yeah, he's 22 in October, I think he's born 98. But like he's still very young for a centre back. But you can see it there this year. He's really getting aggressive, and he's a proper centre back now.
How down to the bare bones were you? Because you could only name 4 on the bench, and of course there aren't games. I don't think for the 19s even this weekend. Was it that stretch tonight?
It is, yeah, because we have 5 or 6 19 signed, you know, and I know people might say, well, why didn't you sign more? But you know, those lads have to do more as well. You know, there's boys there that are probably. They're probably not ready, but when you're not ready, you have to do all the other things right. You know, we had a few of them missing training sessions, we had a few of them missing matches for taking off time for christenings and weddings and stuff like that. For me, you know, they shouldn't be rewarded. You know, you have to be professional at under 19 level to get a chance, and the boys that you know are putting in the effort and they're turning up every week and they're turning up to training sessions every week will get the chance. You know, and if they're good enough, of course. So hopefully that might, you know, they see Lee getting on tonight and getting his chance, and that makes them more professional in how they approach things. And it is, but we have more down to the bare bones. You know, we had 6 injuries. I could have put Callan Scully on the bench. What's the point? You know, a second keeper, no point. With 23 signs, 6 injuries. One Edmund was unavailable, and Carla Sullivan got sick today. So you know, that's where we were at.
You look at the results again tonight, it's so hit and miss the division, and you're still clinging on in there. I mean, you cited the Drogheda game on the radio today as the next big one. If you got 6 points between Shelburne, Longford, Drogheda and Bray, that might be a decent return considering the period you were going through at the time.
Yeah, I think 3 points is decent now, you know, to be fair, but like again, any game is a tough game for us, you know, like you could go 1-0 either way, or you know, the first goal is always important. We got that tonight. I think, as I said, we got it last week. You know, we probably win the game. They're the margins you're playing at, you know, but we have to be happy to be in around that 4th, 5th, 6th position, and if we can stay in the coattails and maybe get a few players in July if we can, we might push on, you know.
Did the news before the game that broke that the potential investment is on the way, was that a boost for you or was it a distraction?
Well, if it happens, I think it's great. You know, if it happens, you know, and there's investment there. Whoever comes in to support us, you know, obviously we heard that last week that the talks broke down. That would have been great because we would have got money in, and you know, we need money to run the team and the club. So if it happens, great news for Limerick.
It is needed, though, Tommy, because the players were a month in arrears as such. They got paid, and we understand that is cleared. But the wages now for April are already due again. So you're basically saying the investment has to come in for the wage demands to be met.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and if it happens, as I said, we're happy. You know, we need the investment, we need the money. I think that it'd be great, you know, for the lads because you know they're working their socks off. There's no one on huge money here, you know. So, but you know, you can't keep going like that because it does affect you because you do budget, you know, all of us budget for it. So, and no matter what situation you're in, all the players budget for it, whether it's 50 quid or 100 quid. So it's important that they get it and they get it on time, and we do need that investment, and you know, hopefully we get it.
The man the club mentioned tonight was Sean Connor. He was at the game. He's the former League of Ireland manager. Does that make you look over your shoulder and you know, take instruction from somebody like that if he comes in, or is it a good thing to lean off his experience?
I have enough experience, I think, you know, to be fair. You know, if he comes in, you know, I'm not sure what role he is as of yet. So, you know, as I mentioned in the statement, so we'll have to see where we're at there, you know. But look, I'll work with anyone, you know, that I'm asked to for the betterment of this club, and hopefully, as we said earlier, that the investment comes in.
And finally, just back to the Drogheda game now, are we likely to have Carol back, a couple more back, and give you some good headaches for next week, because the players will be full of confidence after that?
Yeah, they should be. We're starting to believe in ourselves a bit more, you know. We said it last week, even though we lost, I think the performance was there, and we're happy. Yeah, Carl comes back in, he's above 24 hour hopefully. But you know, Lee and Joe have done well. They give us something to think about. You know, Sean McSweeney's still out next week, and Jason Hughes is going to be suspended as well. So, you know, Red, if he gets a full week in training in him, we might have to start him. You know, because he's a good player for us, and he works his socks off. I thought Connellis was excellent there tonight as well, up on his own. You know, we had to go that way. We had no other option. It worked. It's not anything.